Okay, so going into reading and thinking about next week, Isis, I see your hand. It's going to have to wait, okay? So next week, you know that we are going to be getting into our Ready Reading curriculum. We're actually going to be opening up those books, and we're going to start with lesson 1 in Ready Reading. And we're trying to prepare you for that. And the first lesson that we're going to be looking at in Ready Reading is going to be key ideas and details, which we have talked a lot about, and how that is important in being able to comprehend or understand what it is that we're reading. So we did talk about some strategies too, and we're going to be working with that a little bit more today in the next few minutes. So one of those strategies is being able to ask and answer certain questions about the text. Can anyone give me an example of a type of question that you might want to ask yourself when you're reading text? What is one question you could ask yourself? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a W. It starts with the W. What is one question you could ask yourself? Isis, go ahead.
Where is the setting?
Where? Sure. Where is it? What is happening in the story? Where is it happening? Sure. Ellie, go ahead. What is another question you could ask?
Why are they doing this?
Yes. Why? Why is this happening? Right? What's another question we could ask? Sophia, go ahead.
What are they doing in this story?
What are they doing? Sure. What else could we ask? Let's see, I'm looking for hands. What else could we ask? Remember what we talked about, friends. We talked about what, where, when, why. We also talked about how, right? Another big one. So as we're reading our stories, and we're getting into the first and second paragraphs, for example, we could stop and we could ask ourselves, what's happening here? What's going on? We could also ask ourselves, well, who's in this essay or this story? We could ask ourselves, when is this taking place? Did it already happen in the past? Is it historical, meaning history in the past? Is it something that could be happening right now? Is it something that might happen in the future, right? We could ask ourselves, how did this happen, right? So today, we're going to practice that a little bit. We're going to practice that strategy. And what I've done is I have printed a short informational essay that I'm going to read to you. And then we're going to be talking about asking and answering questions to ourselves that could help us better understand what it is that we're reading. Does that make sense to everyone? All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so that you can see the story. Just give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second, my friends. I am trying to get my document camera to work. Okay, so what I'd like you all to do for a moment is put those listening ears on, okay? Inshira, I need you to be paying attention, please. Thank you so much. All right, so the short essay I'm going to read to you is about bears. Bears. Specifically, I'm going to be reading about a polar bear. And I know in first grade, we used to talk about polar bears. I'm going to read to you about polar bears. And so as I'm reading this, what I'd like you to consider again are those guiding questions that you could ask yourself and answer for yourself that would help you understand what's being read. All right, here we go. And you can follow along. And I'm right up here at the top of the page. Try so you can see it there. Perfect. And I'm right here. So here we go. Did you know that there are 8 different kinds of bears found around the world? 3 very different ones are polar bears, grizzly bears, and giant pandas. Polar bears live in the Arctic Circle near the North Pole. Polar bears stay warm in very cold temperatures because they have a layer of fat called blubber, and because they are covered in 2 layers of fur. Polar bears are excellent swimmers and have short claws to help them walk across ice and snow. Polar bears mostly eat seals, but they will eat other Arctic animals as well. So my friends, I want you to, for just a moment, I want you to think about what types of questions you could ask and answer so that you understand what was being read and that you could tell me what it was about. Does that make sense to everyone? I'm going to give you just a minute while I'm sharing my screen. I want you to be able to see the essay, and then we will come back together in just a minute, and I'm going to have some questions for you. Okay? Remember the what, where, when, why, how. Okay, my friends. Let us come back together for just a second. Now, if I were to say that I needed you to summarize or tell me what it is that I just read to you, there are questions you could ask yourself to help you with that process. So for example, if I take the what question, well, of course, you would say, well, Miss D, this was about polar bears. Oh. The next question you could ask would be, where? Meaning, where do they live? Right? So we're using those guiding questions to pull out those key details and ideas to help you better understand and to help you summarize what you've read. So who would like to give me a short summary of what I just read to you? Who would like to do that for me? Who would like to do it for me? Okay, Isis, go ahead. Give me a short summary of what I just read, keeping in mind key details and ideas.
Polar bears are mammals that live in the circle of the North Pole. They usually eat seals and sometimes eat other North Pole animals too.
Wow, Isis, that was beautiful. Wow, thank you. Beautiful details. Who else would like to try? Who else would like to try summarizing? Let's see. I saw Harshan's hand. Harshan, how would you like to summarize this for me?
I just came in, so what are we doing?
Okay, I will get back to you in just a minute. Please be patient. Thank you. Okay, Noah, go ahead.
I literally just forgot what I was about to say.
That's okay. No worries. No worries. Okay, let's see. Inshira, can you summarize what I read?
Polar bears have two different fur. Their claws are short, they can walk on ice, and they are excellent swimmers.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm loving the details about the claws and the fact that they are excellent swimmers. Really nice. Thank you. Who else would like to try? Who else would like to try? Lucia, would you like to try to summarize what I read to you?
Actually, on Zoom, all the screens are black, so I can't see anyone.
Your screens are black? Okay. Lucia, when we're done with this lesson, I'm going to try to message you through email, okay? Because I want you to tell me what's going on. So hopefully we can fix something, okay? Thank you. Okay. Anyone else? Would anyone else like to try? Would anyone else like to try? Ellie, would you like to try? I think you can do it. Yeah, go ahead.
Polar bears live in the circle of the North Pole. They have sharp claws to grip the ice so they won't slip. They're excellent swimmers. They are mammals and they mostly eat seals.
Nice. Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Ellie, beautiful job. Beautiful job. Thank you. All right. So I am going to reshare my screen, and now I'm going to read about a different bear. Different bear. So let me share my screen. All of you need to have your mics muted, please. Thank you. All right. Here is the next essay. Here we go. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. Here we go. Again, my friends, if your mic is not muted, you need to mute your mic. Thank you. Grizzly bears can be found in Asia, Europe, and North America. Grizzly bears like to eat plants, mammals, and fish. They can run over 30 miles per hour. Even though grizzly bears are very big and strong, their cubs only weigh 1 pound when they are born. Okay, my friends, I am going to leave that up for just a minute. Again, keeping in mind the who, what, where, when, why, how questions that we could ask and answer for ourselves that will help us comprehend this or understand this, okay? So just a minute or two, and then I'm gonna call on a few of you. Okay, so let's come back together. And here we go. So now, grizzly bears. Who wants to tell me about grizzly bears, keeping our guiding questions in mind? Grizzly bears. Who wants to give it a try? Who wants to give it a try? Isabel, go ahead.
Grizzly bears can run over 30 miles per hour.
Yes, beautiful. That's a lot, actually. 30 miles per hour. That's, wow. Thank you, Isabel. Cece, go ahead.
One of the places that grizzly bears can be found is Asia.
Thank you. In Asia, yes. So it's that where question, right? Super important. Let's see. Oh, Ellie's got her hand back up. I'm loving it. Go for it, Ellie.
Grizzly bears live in Asia, Europe, and North America. Grizzly bears eat berries, fish, and mammals. They can run up to 30 miles per hour.
That is a lot of information about grizzly bears. Beautiful detail. You did a really nice job. Thank you. And Sophia, go ahead.
Grizzly bears are found in North America. And even though grizzly bears are strong animals, their cubs only weigh 1 pound when they are born, and grizzly bears can run up to 30 miles per hour.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. Is that Madeline next to Dylan? Dylan Y. Hello, Madeline. It's good to see you. Madeline is Dylan Y's older sister. I taught Madeline in 3rd grade too. It's good to see you. Are you at lunchtime? Or are you just, you're at lunch? Okay, that's cool. It's good to see you. Okay, my friends. So, oh, Isis, go ahead.
Grizzly bears are mammals that hunt for other mammals or fish, and they're found in Asia, Europe, and North America.
Thank you so much. Loving the details, the what, the where. Beautiful job, everyone. All right, so a quick thumbs up, thumbs down. Are all of you starting to get an understanding of this strategy that we could use when we're reading essays like this? The questions that we could ask. and answer for ourselves. Is it okay that you write these things down? Would it be better? Look, I'm seeing Ellie right now doing this. Of course it is. That you organize, that you create an organizer for yourself. Maybe even put in those blocks: who, what, where, when, why. Make your own little squares and fill them in. You absolutely can do that. It's a wonderful strategy to use. We're going to be seeing a lot more of this next week in our Ready Reading book when we open that up. But I do want to give you some practice before we do that. So really nice job, everyone. Really nice job.